Ladies and gentlemen, this bout will be five-minute rounds in the flyweight division. This bout is being brought to you by the Tachi Palace Hotel and Casino. This bout is for the TPF Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This fighter stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 124 pounds. He represents the Dirty Boy MMA fight team with a mixed martial arts record of 7 wins and only 4 defeats. He hails from Baytown, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ryan Riptide Hollis. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 2 inches tall. He weighed in at 123 pounds. He represents Team Alpha Male with a mixed martial arts record of 7 wins and only 1 defeat. He hails from Sacramento, California. Please welcome Kid Alex Hector Sandoval. Your referee for this bout will be Jason McCoy.
Referee Jason McCoy getting this championship assignment. We are scheduled five-minute rounds here for the Tachi Palace Fights Flyweight Championship. Join in on the conversation. Use the hashtag TPF20. DJ John Douglas on Twitter asking us if the TPF fights are always this good. Yes, they are always this good, but that Castle Williams fight was exceptional.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
We are underway.
Body shot.
Hector Sandoval rushes in with a body shot on Ryan Hollis and immediately trying to negate that reach,
nice
but
takedown.
a beautiful roll through.
Good takedown there by Hollis, but Sandoval doing a good job of rolling with the position, ending up on top of the side mount.
Hollis trying to wrap up the right arm of Sandoval with his legs.
Boom, back to guard. He's got to look to get out of here. It's not a good idea to stay here with these alpha male guys. They have very good ground and pound, hard elbows from the top generally. This is what they produce. Heavyweight forward.
Hollis went 3-minute rounds with, or win 3 5-minute rounds with Henry Cejudo. So, surviving is something that he's used to. We'll see if he can turn on a little bit more offense here with Alex Sandoval.
Hollis working off his back here, but he's got to get his head off that fence because he's not going to have the ability to move his hips away or move his body away from Sandoval if the opportunity presents itself because of that fence. He's looking to angle here.
Sandoval right where he wants to be, negating that reach very early, getting this fight to the floor when under 10-15 seconds. So a lot of time to work. We are scheduled 5-minute rounds for the flyweight title.
Yeah, it looks like very active guard here from Hollis on the bottom. Doing a good job of creating angles. Sandoval is looking to cut him off, keeping him flat on his back. Throwing some body shots here just to soften him up. This is a long fight, so both these guys kind of have to understand that and pace themselves accordingly. Sandoval's going pretty hard.
Trying to pass the guard here of Hollis.
Working real hard to pass the guard here. Hollis looks like he has
careful
one
of
of
the
those
upkick
guards.
there with those long legs of Hollis.
Hollis just looks like he's got one of those guards.
Off framing up a triangle, but looks like Sandoval's going to clear the legs. Nope.
Oh, boy.
Still kind of caught.
Oh, he's
straight
got the
up.
leg. Ooh, he
Slammed down.
Good job there by Sandoval. I thought he was caught right there. I don't know how long Hollis is going to be able to keep up this kind of a submission pace because he's using up a lot of strength here. Sandoval's just kind of countering and punching in between transitions. Ending up back on top, just controlling top position. Making Hollis work hard off his back, controlling the inside. Nice little swim through right there by Hollis with his left hand. He's doing a pretty good job of stopping the punches here. Well, not now, but he was. He's got to open up the guard here. You just can't let people tee off on you like this. You got to open your guard and make space.
It looks like Hollis is kind of using his length there, just kind of stretching himself far back. It looked like Sandoval wasn't actually able to reach the head.
Yeah, but he was hitting him to the body, and sometimes that's a lot more dangerous. A good body shot will slow you down.
Halfway point here of round number 1, scheduled 5-minute rounds. Flyweight title on the line.
Hollis is doing a pretty good job of stopping punches from the bottom. He's swimming his hand to the inside, but how long can he maintain that and continue to do that? Because he's doing a really good job, actually. Sandoval's landing a lot of shots because he's just throwing so many punches, but Hollis is actually deflecting quite a few of them.
We always talk about the guy on short notice coming in, and we talk about his cardio and his preparation. This is a bit of a game, or a wrench in the game of Hector Sandoval. He went through a variety of opponents before he got Hollis here tonight, so he's been preparing for 3 or 4 other guys here tonight, and he does finally draw Hollis, and he eats an upkick
Hollis is doing
from
a
the
pretty
Texan.
good job off his back here. Sandoval doesn't feel super comfortable there. Hollis is doing a nice job of managing the distance and not taking a whole lot of damage. Damage could be a lot worse. There's
another up kick there from Hollis. Are you surprised he's not trying to stand up and get back to space?
No, he seems like he's definitely a good jiu-jitsu guy, and he just doesn't seem like he's in any kind of a rush. He could be using this. Look at those little heel kicks to the face of Sandoval. He's blocking a lot of those shots. They're either deflected or blocked altogether. He's doing a good job of managing the distance here. If he was to control the wrist of Sandoval, he'd be doing an even better job. Look at that. Look at the beautiful positioning here, bringing his knees under in front of the biceps. Doing a great job of defensively blocking the strikes of Sandoval.
No, Hollis able to work here as well. I mean, he's got a lot of time here as we're scheduled for 25 minutes.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Maybe hoping that Sandoval gets a little bit tired here. He's definitely looking for the triangle choke off his back. He's trying to get either his right leg or left leg, either one of them, over one of the shoulders of Sandoval.
About 30 seconds remains here in round number 1. Flyweight title on the line between Hector Sandoval and Ryan Hollis. Hollis, again, the late replacement, really trying to cover up here as Sandoval turns it on in the final moments of the first period.
So, I mean, Sandoval definitely won the round. He was on top. He got the takedown, controlled the top position. But he missed a lot of punches. Hollis did a pretty good job of deflecting a lot of the shots. But definitely got to go 10-9 Sandoval on this one.
Hector Sandoval not really surprising anyone here with this Team Alpha Male game plan, and it's working very strongly. We'll have to see some adjustments made by Hollis going forward. It could be a long night if the fight continues in this fashion. Take a look at the replay here, Javi.
So Sandoval just getting to a clinch and getting chucked, but rolls through, does a nice job of positional awareness right there. Knew that he couldn't stop the throw. I thought he might be in trouble here, but because Hollis's legs are so long, Sandoval actually braced behind both the knees, and then when he slammed him, he pushed off. So he did a really nice job there. Hollis is definitely looking for the triangle off his back. Here he is taking some shots to the body, extending his body away, leaving his body exposed, but keeping his head out of range.
Now we'll see if Hollis can maintain some positioning on his feet, maybe push Sandoval to stand up with him a little bit more. But Sandoval, again, the Team Alpha Male product, probably going to rush in, try to get a takedown. We'll see how he approaches it here and see if Hollis can negate the offense that we saw from Sandoval in round number 1. Tachi Palace Fights number 20, a night of champions. 2 titles on the line, this being our first. Nate Loughran against Ricky Leger a little bit later on for the welterweight belt.
Hollis needs to keep this on the feet, use his length. Doesn't want to get into a grappling match with Sandoval, definitely not in the wrestling department. Sandoval's a really good wrestler, very powerful, has good top control, good balance. He's got to get on the inside. Hollis needs to throw something to keep Sandoval at range. You can't let the little guy get too comfortable coming in on the inside in long range.
I spoke with Hollis yesterday. He said he wanted to keep him, obviously, at the end of his reach, but was afraid to do so with teeps and other sorts of leg kicks because, obviously, that opens up the takedown.
Yeah, he's got to mix it up. He's got to mix everything up. He's got to use every weapon in the arsenal. If used properly, if timed properly, the leg kicks and the teeps will work, but I get the picture. I understand what he's saying. But he's got to do something here. He's not throwing. He lost that last round. And he's got to open up a little bit here.
You see Sandoval coming out with leg kicks early here in round number 2.
Yeah, Sandoval wants to get on the inside of the range and then throw a hard right hand. See, he throws one hard shot, gets to the legs, and gets a takedown. That's the game plan against a taller fighter here for Sandoval. It appears to be so. That he gets the movement going and kind of lunges in with one hard shot, whether it be the left hook or the straight right hand, to close the distance, to get Hollis to cover up. Then he gets to his legs, locks his hands, and takes him down.
Ryan Hollis composed here, really not taking a lot of damage when Sandoval's forced to sit in his guard. And again, still very offensive, throwing an up kick there. And Sandoval looked like he was going to back up.
That hurt. That hurt him.
Oh,
that
another
hurt again.
one. Oh, and another.
Sandoval's got to switch his legs, whichever leg he has forward, and he's got to keep that knee bent. Don't commit too much weight to it. He's got to stand up.
It's a very dangerous technique to kick the leg like that.
No doubt about it. No, Sandoval doesn't like those, and I would keep throwing them if I was Hollis. Those suck. You know that? When they kick your leg like that, that really irritates. It would irritate me. you know?
Well, you're a guy that's gone through multiple knee surgeries. Every time that kick lands, you got to wince a little bit.
Not even that. No, I was talking about the kicks from Sandoval down in the guard. But yeah, I mean, definitely you want to keep that knee bent. You want to keep it rigid and bent so you don't catch it straight. And it looked like Hollis caught it straight several times here. He definitely wants a triangle. And
let's switch maybe to the armbar.
Close. I mean, the slipperiness of the body-to-body contact, or skin-to-skin contact, I should say, is definitely helping Sandoval, because that's the second triangle he's been able to kind of slip his way out of. Now he's going to the well a little bit too much. There you go. Go to the heel. Go to the cap also. You could even go to the toe. Heel the toes.
You know, we're scheduled for 5 rounds here. I mean, those kicks, everything to the legs can really add up.
Hand. He's diving. He's throwing himself into triangle chokes to land the punch. Sandoval's got to be very careful here. Hollis has some long legs, and if he times it properly, he can lock his legs as Sandoval dives in.
Hollis really not looking for an opportunity to stand up here. Pretty comfortable kicking
He's
off of his back.
There. He seems to be a good jiu-jitsu practitioner.
And that's fine, but if you don't catch something, it doesn't play well in the judges' scorecards.
Exactly. So he's kind of going all or nothing here, working off of his back, throwing the up kicks. And this is there it is. See how he dives in? But he dives in and kind of leaves himself open to getting caught in a triangle, kind of muscles his way and explodes his way into the side mount position.
See what he can do here from side.
Hollis doing a good job, and look at the little frame he's using. He prevents Sandoval from being able to posture up there. Boom, back to guard. Nice work here. I like the defensive aspects that Hollis is using off his back. I don't like this, though. I don't like that underhook from the half guard, particularly with the guy with, coming from a team like Team Alpha Male with that guillotine. He can go arm in, arm out. Yep, he pulls out of it. I don't like those underhooks. And I know a lot of guys use them, and I'm probably in the minority here, but I just really don't like digging underhooks to get up from the bottom like that. It's not my preferred way to get up.
Closing in on the final 30 seconds of round number 2 of this flyweight title affair between Hector Sandoval and Ryan Hollis.
Hollis is doing a great job of swimming his hands to the inside position. You usually don't see that kind of defensive work off of from most mixed martial artists. He's actually seems like he's pretty well coached and pretty well schooled in the defensive guard. Sandoval swimming his hands to the inside here. And that's the battle. That's what most people don't realize is the battle to swim inside control is usually what dictates whether or not a guy can posture or whether or not a guy on the bottom can completely neutralize the strikes. And Sandoval's landing shots, but he's having to work real hard to land every shot. Going into round 3, you got to give that round to Sandoval. 2 rounds to nothing, but Hollis is looking good here. He's got to definitely steal around here.
He's offensive-minded from the get-go, and Sandoval is as well. And top opposition is winning Hector Sandoval this fight, but Ryan Hollis very game. Let's walk through the replay.
Big left hook there by Sandoval. Gets to the legs, locks his hands, lifts and finishes. Ends up in the guard.
You know, Ryan Hollis very comfortable on his back. I mean, at what point do you say, okay, we know you're comfortable on your back, but you got to do more. You got to stand up. You got to try to get on top because
you got to do it to please the judges. But he's doing such a good job. I mean, if this fight was unlimited time,
sure,
that's one thing. He's doing a good enough job not to take damage, and Sandoval is working really hard to land the shots he's landing. So you're going to figure, okay, over time, who's going to get more tired? But in an MMA fight, I mean, we still have 3 rounds to go, so who knows?
A lot of time for Ryan Hollis to get back in this fight. Definitely in this fight, but probably not on the scorecards at this moment. Hector Sandoval trying to get things done, as is Ryan Hollis. Flyweight title on the line. It's Tachi Palace Fights 20, a night of champions. TJ DeSantis along with Javier Showtime Vasquez, with Hector Sandoval in the red trunks, Ryan Hollis in the black with gray. Kid Alex takes the center of the cage. See Hollis throw a knee. You know, on paper with his reach, I'm surprised that Hollis isn't trying to get a plum clinch, maybe try to fight more of like a Thai fighter.
Yeah, the problem is Sandoval's so strong that he's going to be able to out-pummel him. Here we go here. Watch this. He's going to out-pummel him, or he'll power his way to a single or a double. That's just, you know, Hollis doesn't look as strong as Sandoval. So Sandoval's going to kind of brute his way and bully his way into this right here. And I'm not exactly sure how Hollis's Thai fighting is, how good his clinch work is. Who knows? Doesn't look like he wants to engage in those exchanges, though. That's for sure. He's backing him up, though. Sandoval's looking to land one hard shot and get to the legs and get the takedown. That's the strategy here. There's the hard shot, gets inside.
Hollis able to save off a takedown for now.
And if he doesn't get to the legs, he kind of disengages, and then he tries to do it again.
It's a rinse and repeat process.
Rinse and repeat. Hollis needs to time him and catch him with a straight left hand as he's coming in. Step his right foot to the right as Sandoval dives in and hit him with a straight left hand. Because of the amount of momentum that Sandoval's, using to go forward, he could end up walking into a knockout shot here. Now he switches stance, Hollis does. Now it's the right hand that you're looking to throw. He's got to do something, though. He's just keeping him. Nice body shot. Kind of overextended it. Not exactly sure how hard that landed, but it definitely landed flush.
A little slip there from Sandoval.
Sandoval is fast and athletic. Hollis is kind of sitting back a little bit.
We saw the throw from Hollis earlier. We'll see if he can have another trick up his sleeve.
But has no control.
Sandoval got out of there in a heartbeat. He did not want to be caught in a tie plum.
Watch this. He'll throw the right hand or the hard left hook to close the distance.
Sandoval's gone to the body repeatedly with that right hand.
Sandoval is using his speed and athleticism to close the distance, which is fine. He's not really moving his head too much. And he's using up a lot of energy. Every time he tries to enter, he's using up energy. He needs to time Hollis a little bit better and catch him as he is stepping forward.
Over the halfway point of this championship affair, we see Ryan Hollis able to keep the fight on the feet here, but he's losing up the stand-up paddle.
Yeah, well, he's not doing anything. He's not really throwing anything. Sandoval's just kind of moving, picking and prodding. There's the right hand. See what I'm saying? He's diving in, landing a shot, getting to a clinch. If he doesn't, he backs out, just like that.
Might have caught Sandoval in the eye there. Looks like Kid Alex is okay. Says, don't worry about it.
Hollis needs to open up here. He's just kind of picking and prodding here. He doesn't have that kind of time. Sandoval's already won 2 rounds.
On his way to a third.
He's trying to counter him, it seems like. Ooh, tried to sidekick the knee there. Little leg kick there by Sandoval. Catches Hollis off balance.
Kudos to Hector Sandoval, really able to dictate the pace on the feet, being the much smaller fighter when it comes to the reach department.
Ooh, dives in.
Over under here by Hector Sandoval, pushing Hollis up into the fence. They break.
Sandoval seems to be muscling everything here from the clinch. He's got to, once he gets to the over-under position, he's got to look to pummel in, change the levels, get to the legs, a more technical approach. He's just kind of trying to bully his way to the legs of of Hollis. That was a nice combination. Trying to use him with speed. He's got to step in as Hollis is coming towards him. He's got to throw the punch as he's stepping towards him. He's got to time that step. There it is. That was a better job right there. Look at the conditioning of Sandoval, just moving around, not tired whatsoever. Another hard right hand to the body, catches Hollis off balance, and there's another takedown.
Less than 30 seconds remaining in the round. This will just be a nice little end cap to it for Hector Sandoval. He should be up 3-0 following the conclusion of this third period. It's really been a team alpha male strategy here, and it's worked quite well for Kid Alex.
My opinion, though, Sandoval's got to find a way to finish here to really impress the crowd, to really impress the big show. He's got to finish. He just can't win a decision here because Hollis is not really doing a whole lot. Sandoval's got to figure out how to close the deal here.
Looked like Jason McCoy was maybe motioning to the head of Hector Sandoval, saying, hey, try to keep it clean there. Don't headbutt anyone in the clinch. Sandoval recognizing it. Let's take a look at the replay, Javier.
So big overhand right there from Sandoval, and that's how he's been closing the distance. See, if Hollis counters, little slip there. So if Hollis counters, he disengages, which is not a bad idea. There's that slip again, different angle. But every time he gets to this clinch, he'll disengage. So he's trying to time him. That time he caught him a little bit off balance on his heels, Sandoval did, and Hollis goes down and ended up in the guard. And then, I mean, he's fighting smart in a sense that he's getting the takedowns at the end of the rounds. He's controlling. He's ending up on top at the end of every round, being aggressive. I mean, not to take anything away from Sandoval, but he definitely has to look to finish. But as far as a technical and strategic game plan, he's following it to a T.
A lot on the line for both men here. That might be in the back of the mind of Hector Sandoval. You get this win, you get the flyweight title, and that title belt has done a lot for guys like Ian McCall and Daryl Montague and others here at Tachi Palace Fights. We've reached the championship rounds, touch of gloves, and we are underway. See the leg kicks again early by Sandoval here in round
Sandoval's
number 4.
trying to time him for that right hand. That's what I'm talking
Big
about.
takedown.
See what I'm
Nice
saying?
slam.
So he gets him to commit forward and then gets to the hips and takes him down. Nice level change. Good timing there by Sandoval on that takedown. Now he's got to look to work and pass the guard or get better position or posture up and strike Sandoval here, Hollis here, Sandoval does. He's got to look to swim his right hand to the inside control, releasing the head control, and looking to posture up. Hollis here, now he's got to swim the left hand, Sandoval does. He's hitting him, trying to get the elbow to drop. There he goes. See how he starts swimming his left hand to the inside. Looking to posture here. Good little angles being created by Hollis, but he's not able to do much with it because Sandoval's forward pressure. I like to say that there's basically 3 positions in the guard. You can say even 2. There's high when the guy's high up on your chest or low when he's lower on your hips. And Sandoval keeps his weight somewhat high. See how he's driving his weight forward there? Yep. What that does is not only does it put weight over the shoulders of Hollis, but also it makes his legs further away from his head. Sandoval's head is further away from the legs of Hollis, which will eliminate arm bars and triangles and things of that nature.
Sandoval dives in with the right hand. He's going to wind up in an omoplata position, but he pulls his right arm out.
Right hand. Kind of diving himself into the guard, looking to swim his hands. So Sandoval's hands are swimming against the legs of Hollis, trying to get both hands on the inside. Pretty good job there by Sandoval. And see, because the legs are so low, it's like he can't reach the arms. Hollis can't reach the arms of Sandoval. Now he goes to an omoplata position. But because of the slipperiness, he's just going to pull right out of this, and then he throws a right hand right on the nugget. Does Sandoval. Sandoval's doing a good job defensively here. He's got to keep that knee back because he's taking a lot of straight kicks to that knee. So that's something to definitely work on in the gym. Good up kick there from Hollis. He's thrown several of them throughout the fight, and several have landed. Good leg kick by Sandoval. Sandoval's got to figure out a way to beat the legs of Hollis. Hollis has one of those rubbery, long leg guards which can be kind of annoying to deal with. Sandoval doing a pretty good job thus far.
We've seen Sandoval dive in with the right hand
That
approach a
one hurt.
variety of times. We'll see if he does that again here. We see Hollis again attacking those legs of the standing Sandoval.
That one hurt. So he's throwing these leg kicks and they're landing flush. So Sandoval's definitely finding the angle here to kick the legs of Hollis, and Hollis better move his hand out of the way before he gets his fingers broken.
You can see the outside of Hollis's left thigh starting to bruise.
Instead of pushing forward, Hollis should
Hard right
heel
hand.
kick by driving the heel downward, either on top of the thigh, the foot, the toes, or even the calf. Hitting the side of the calf with the heel.
Very methodical here is Hector Sandoval.
Oh, he's doing a good job here. He's winning rounds. He's staying on top. He's staying safe. He's not taking damage. He's dishing out damage to the legs, and then every so often diving in and landing a strong right hand to the head of Hollis. So he's kind of working away. Missed that one. Missed that kick completely. Threw it with the left leg.
If you're just joining us, this is Tachi Palace Fights 20, a night of champions. I'm TJ DeSantis along with Javier Vasquez. We are in the final 90 seconds of round number 4 here in this championship affair between Hector Sandoval and Ryan Hollis.
Sandoval playing with fire a little bit, kind of diving in. He seems to feel very confident that he's going to be able to back out of whatever Hollis is going to throw at him from the bottom.
Oh, that one's to the back.
I don't know what made the sound, the up kick or the kick to the leg from Sandoval. I think it was the kick. Those hurt, man. It's a slapping feeling. Sometimes you don't get the thud like when you're on your feet, but you get that burning sensation from the slap of the foot or shin against the side of your legs, particularly from the bottom of the guard, because your leg is not flexed. When you get kicked while standing, the leg is flexed. It doesn't hurt as much, in my opinion, unless they really dig the bone in. But these little slaps are kind of annoying, and they're super irritating.
Flyweight title on the line. The last man to hold that title here at Tachi was Ian McCall. Uncle Creepy now firmly in the flyweight mix of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Hector Sandoval doing more of the same, kicking the legs.
Nice capoeira style kick off his back. Hollis throws. One last round. Hollis is not exactly sure what he's frustrated about. I mean, he's got to work to get up to his feet and get the fight to the ground and end up on top.
Yeah, I think Ryan Hollis is a bit frustrated with the efficiency of Hector Sandoval here. It's really been a one-sided affair. Even though the Hollis is offensive-minded on his back, he just really doesn't have much for the game plan of Hector Sandoval. Round number 5, upcoming flyweight title on the line. Javi, to walk us through some action.
Here you see Hollis opening up to throw some strikes. Hector Sandoval dipping down and getting to the hips, locking the hands, picking him up and slamming him down, getting the takedown. Here, now he's starting to figure out that he's got to keep his front knee bent, and this is what he's been doing the whole round, kind of timing Hollis's kicks and diving in and hitting him with the right hand. And then throughout, here he gets kind of omoplata, but it's not very deep, and because of the slipperiness of the position, he's just able to stand up and back out of that. No problem there. And he threw a nice right hand right as soon as he pulled it off. Pretty good timing on that right hand because it's so hard to see that coming. You know, it's hard to defend because Hollis' hands were down trying to control the arm, so he slipped out and then immediately threw the right hand. Pretty good job there by Sandoval.
Ryan Hollis has 5 minutes to make something happen if he wants to capture TPF gold. Hector Sandoval will probably consider just keeping things as normal as this game plan's been working for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't see Sandoval, unless he really catches Hollis with something flush and solid and hurts him to try and finish. I don't think he's going to try and finish. Oh, he just got his toe stepped on by McCoy there.
He's grabbing his ankle here.
Oh, he might have twisted his ankle. He might have stepped on it. This isn't good.
This is not good. This would be very disappointing if the fight ended this way.
I think they would go to the scorecards, would they not? TJ?
I think they would if it was an injury like this, yeah. I don't believe that would be a TKO injury. Here's the replay of it. These flyweights move so quickly. Jason McCoy
he just twisted his ankle. I'm assuming he just twisted his ankle a little bit.
You know, he's not going to be allowed a lot of time to recover, though. I mean, this is a very odd situation. I don't recall ever reading what happens in the unified rules when a referee injures a fighter.
I believe that they will go to the scorecards. I believe after 3 rounds, they will go to the scorecards and render a decision. So it'll be like a technical decision, I guess you would call it.
Yeah, I would go technical decision. We have 4 rounds in the bank. Ryan Hollis is definitely not wanting to go out this way, but appears to be in a lot of pain right here in front of our commentary position.
I'm not exactly sure how it happened. Well, I mean, I know how it happened, but
I've never seen that before. I've never seen a referee accidentally step on a guy's foot.
Can I rip on Jason McCoy?
No.
Why not?
No. He's got a tough job.
I know. I'm just playing with him.
Especially with these flyweights moving around all over.
That is true. That is true. They are flyweights. We got to get a svelte Jason McCoy in there, light on his feet. What do you think?
Jason McCoy has done a great job tonight.
He does. He has. I'm just ripping on him a little bit.
He's at Javier Showtime. I am at TJ DeSantis. We have a hurt Ryan Hollis right now. He's going to try to stand up, see if he can put some weight on it.
Oof.
It doesn't look good here cage side.
Oh boy, he's not good to go here. I'm surprised if.
Look at it. It's swollen up here, Javi.
Yeah, his right foot, right?
Yeah, it's his right foot. I would be very surprised if he is able to continue. It looks like they're going to have him continue. They're washing out the mouthpiece.
No way. If they let him go, it's not going to go very long.
It's a bit surprising me. He's doing quite well, actually. I mean, we'll see what happens when he tries to actually plan on it and throw something. But
I would say don't let him go. My opinion.
Title's on the line if he wants to go. I guess he deserves that opportunity.
Yeah, I guess so.
A lot of time here left in our 5th round.
I would keep the fight standing. If I was Sandoval, I'd keep the fight standing. Don't try to take him down. If you take it down, he can still play his guard.
Ryan Hollis says, I'm good, let's go.
I mean, sad to say, but I mean, you got to start kicking his legs. You got to start kicking his good leg. So if it was the right leg, I would be kicking the left leg to make him a stationary target. I mean, it's a horrible thing to say, but I mean, what else can you do?
It's tactical. We are underway.
Yeah. See?
Ryan Hollis still throwing. He's still game.
Man, what hard on this Ryan Hollis kid. Very, very tough.
Very tough. Let's not forget 5 days notice, and he rocks. He rocks Hector Sandoval. He's got to close in on him.
He's got to finish. Watch the ankle. There's the takedown. There he goes. No, he's staying on his feet. Good takedown defense.
Ryan Hollis has got game.
Man, that was the best takedown defense of the whole fight. Good balance there by Hollis. He's got to try and finish here. I would try to leg hook the other leg, Hollis's left leg, to force him to stand on the bad ankle.
You want to talk about a real jerk move? Foot stomp here would be pretty smart.
Yeah. You're a dirty fighter, TJ DeSantis. You know that?
It's a game, right? At the end of the day, it's a game.
No, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
I might have words with the opponent afterwards.
There's a good knee to the knee, you can say. Another one. That one didn't land as flush. The previous one landed kind of solid.
Separation here. I don't know how I feel about that break. You might be able to rip on Jason McCoy now. I don't think that was necessarily justified.
I like Jason McCoy. There's a takedown. Man, Hollis is doing a great job of stopping the takedowns now, because now his feet have to be planted, and he's throwing. And look at the determination in Hollis' face.
Oh, yeah. A fire has been lit.
He's got to go with the uppercut. I would say throw the right uppercut here, or left uppercut, the rear hand. Yeah, there you go. Force him to stand on the bad ankle. You can't reach him. I would make Sandoval come to me. Oh, another good right hand there. Another slotted flush shot by Hollis as Sandoval enters. It's like he's waiting for him and countering. He's doing a good job. It should have kind of been what he's been doing the whole match.
Shade over 2.5 minutes remains here in our 5th and final round of this championship affair.
Sandoval's going to disengage here in a second. There it is.
And look at Hollis with a big knee, staying on top of him. Saying, no, it's not going to be that easy to get away from me, sir. Big right hand by Sandoval misses. Ryan Hollis has a look on his face that he hasn't had the entire fight.
Yeah, he's got those leg kicks are hurting, though, that's for sure. The leg kicks to the left knee and leg of Hollis. He's got to go with the uppercut because check that one. Because Sandoval's diving in, so if he can kind of throw the left uppercut as Sandoval comes in, I would stand still. Make Sandoval come to you. Take the center of the octagon or of the cage there, and let him come to you because he's got 2 good feet and 2.
Right hand there by Sandoval lands.
I'm telling you, he's got to let him come to him. He's chasing him, and Sandoval's timing him and throwing the strikes as Hollis is stepping in. Not a real. I mean, I understand going after him because he has to, but he's going to wrap the neck.
Ryan Hollis able to defend that takedown.
Sandoval's in and out. Hollis needs to. I mean, it's the last round. I get it. He's got to go after him, but he's got to be very careful not to walk into something because that's all Sandoval's trying to do is catch him coming in.
See Hollis coming forward here. Sandoval countering on the outside. 1 minute remains. Hollis showing some frustration here. He's coming after him, which is riling up the Lemoore crowd here.
There it goes. Good left hand there. He's got to get after him. Sandoval's just playing the points game. He knows he's got 4 rounds in the bag.
It's a bit too little too late for Ryan Hollis, but he's trying to make this a fight all the way through. Bit of a slip. Oh, the right hand. Knee upcoming.
Man, he's just going to run out of time. I feel he's going to run out of time.
30 seconds remains here, and Ryan Hollis is put on his back. That might be the nail in the coffin of Ryan Hollis' game.
Yeah, but man, what a valiant effort on the feet after stepping on the foot of Jason McCoy and twisting his ankle clearly swollen, and fought on and got very aggressive. I would have liked to see him fight with that kind of aggression from the first round.
A lot of heart has been on display from Ryan Hollis taking this fight on 5 days' notice, but Unfortunately for him, time has run out, and it looks like Hector Sandoval will become our new Tachi Palace Fights flyweight champion. Two men embrace after a heck of a fight with a variety of weird instances, and Ryan Hollis straight to the floor there. He's in a lot of pain, but Hector Sandoval looks firmly in position to take this title tonight and continue to grow his mixed martial arts career. Let's look at the replay, Javi.
So, good right hand there. I believe that was after the injury. Yeah, he's limping, so this is definitely in the 5th round. And I would have loved to have seen Hollis employ this game plan from the start. Good takedown defense here. Sandoval just kind of muscling the technique here, and that's, I mean, in all honesty, not to rip on Sandoval, but I mean, that might be his limitations in this division, especially when he starts fighting, you know, the higher level guys, is that he tends to muscle a lot of his techniques, and that stuff is just not going to work against the higher level guys, so he's really got to polish his technique a little bit, particularly his takedowns. Striking wise, I mean, he's in great condition. He had a lot of footwork, but he only throws one punch at a time to close the distance and then muscles his takedown. So he's got to be a little bit more diverse in his stand-up aggression. He did throw some leg kicks, which is good, but like I said, I mean, he just overwhelmed Hollis with his physicality and his takedown ability in this fight. Hollis, on the other hand, showed a tremendous amount of heart, tremendous defense from his back. I thought he did a great job of defending the vast majority of Sandoval's strike, but Sandoval, of course, being on top and being offensive, was winning the rounds. But I was very impressed with Hollis. Did a good job off his back, looking for submissions. Sandoval did a great job of keeping forward pressure and making the submissions very tough for Hollis.
25 minutes in the books. It's a night of champions. Let's crown our first flyweight champion here tonight. Let's go up to Tyson Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for both of these gladiators. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 exciting rounds, the judges have reached a unanimous decision for your winner. Out of the red corner, a new flyweight champion of the world, Kid Alex Hector Sandoval.